Hi everyone, Steve here with My Comic Universe, and this month we've selected director Steven Spielberg to highlight. Steven Spielberg was born on December 18, 1946, in Cincinnati, Ohio, to a concert pianist named Leah Frances Posner and an electrical engineer named Arnold Spielberg. Steven spent his youth growing up in Haddon Township, New Jersey, Phoenix, Arizona, and Saratoga, California. He briefly attended California State University, Long Beach before dropping out to pursue his career in entertainment. He started getting noticed for his work as an uncredited assistant editor on the classic Western Wagon Train in 1957. His early work as a director included the short films The Last Gun in 1959, as well as Battle Squad and Escape to Nowhere in 1961. Over the next several years, he'd direct such films as Firelight, a film about an alien invasion in a small town, and Amblin in 1968, which prominently featured the desert. Amblin would later become the name of his production company, which was responsible for such timeless classics as E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Spielberg also worked as a TV director in the early 1970s on such shows as Rod Serling's Night Gallery, Marcus Welby, M.D., and Columbo, Murder by the Book. Spielberg's first major motion picture was The Sugarland Express with Goldie Hawn in 1974, but it was his next film, Jaws, in 1975, that made him an international success. Spielberg and his film about a great white shark terrorizing a beach resort were credited with starting the tradition of the summer blockbuster we all know and love today. His next major film was the iconic Close Encounters of the Third Kind in 1977, a one-of-a-kind UFO story that's still considered a classic to this day. Spielberg went on to direct 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark, with Harrison Ford in the lead role as Indiana Jones. The following year, he produced and directed two films, Poltergeist and E.T. the Extraterrestrial, the alien story which was the highest-grossing movie of all time up to that point. Spielberg also came to be known for his help in pioneering the modern-day practice of product placement, in addition to pioneering big-grossing special effects movies. With movies like Close Encounters and E.T., we saw a strong emphasis on special effects on a scale never before seen at that time. By 1984, Spielberg released Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the follow-up to 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Though it was a box office success, it neglected to receive the critical acclaim and praise that its predecessor received. As producer, Spielberg's biggest effort was the blockbuster hit Back to the Future, which was released in 1985, making Michael J. Fox a superstar overnight. But this wasn't his only contribution as a producer, taking on several projects in the 1980s with involvement in films like The Goonies and the animated classic An American Tail. He was even the mastermind behind the creation of the little monsters seen in the 1984 film Gremlins. He got back into the director's chair once again to make the highly successful 1985 film The Color Purple, starring Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey, as well as 1987's Empire of the Sun. Spielberg went on to produce the groundbreaking 1988 film Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which blended the two worlds of live action and animation. Following year, Spielberg made history once again as he produced and directed the films Always, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and Back to the Future Part 2, all of which were critically acclaimed major box office hits. This concludes Part 1 of our Spotlight on Spielberg. Part 2 will examine the remainder of Spielberg's career spanning the early 1990s all the way up to the present day. We'll also take a look at Spielberg's upcoming projects, including Black Hawk, the director's first superhero movie, as well as the remake of the 1990 film Arachnophobia. Thanks for watching. Let us know what your favorite Steven Spielberg film is in the comments below, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. I'm Steve with My Comic Universe. Until next time.